Oh, seven chat. So we are fixing to jump. Of course it is. Everything expires one way or another. All right. What happened? Something. All right. Edit. This is not this. Crazy computer. It's being a butt. Thank you. We about to jump yet? I don't think so. Not quite yet. All right. We have 3 minutes till the jump. Yeah. Carrier services have been suspended temporarily. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I am not streaming Return of Samus. How many times do I have to do this? Oh, are we quantuming or what's going on? I always love the quantum effect, the effects on this. Right. All right. I guess we're waiting for the jump. 1 minute. Sounds like freaking Batman's turbines going online or something. Jesus. Space portal opening. Here we go. And we rent space open for this behemoth to go through. All right, where we at? Jump complete. All right. See how far away it put us from our port. We're gonna go pick up our supplies. All right. Video. Okay, so liquid oxygen, steel, and titanium. Okay. See. So, the liquid ox, the steel, and the titanium. So, let's go get the steel.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship has departed. Move clear of the landing pad.
Yay, it's on the near side of the planet.
Scan detected.
We'd be scanning.
Launch successful. We hope to see you
Frameshift
again
drive
shortly.
charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So we're going to start with the steel. Whittle it down. Nah, yeah, let's do steel.
Orbital flight engaged.
Hmm.
Zorgan Peterson, Alpha Romeo Romeo. Be aware of local gravitational conditions when approaching this facility, Commander. Fly safely. Request denied. Maintain approach and resubmit within range. Access granted. Set down on landing pad 1-6. Automated docking approved.
Let's go. Apparently my gaming whatever is not working great.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing successful. Dispatching ground crew.
Oh. All right. All right. Refinery.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Is it steel? Okay. Was it steel? Let's go.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints withdrawn. You are clear for departure.
Scan detected. Frameshift drive charging.
You are now beyond the port perimeter. Have a safe trip, Commander.
For heaven's sakes.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Man. Yeah, I have a what do you call it? A settlement to get done. Dark-sided. This wasn't feeling Star Citizen today. A friend of mine's loaning me his fleet carrier to load up and deliver stuff on. Nice fellow.
Welcome, Commander. Adherence to the speed limit is appreciated.
Got a bunch of
Docking request accepted. You are welcome to approach, Commander.
pickups and deliveries to go today. Trying to get the big ticket items out of the way. Or go to sleep, dude. Hey,
Landing
I've been trying. Oh.
Docking accomplished. Ship at dock. Hello, Commander. How may we assist you?
Alright. So after this, I got like. Well, you're not wrong, but.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Ship departure confirmed.
Well, I do try on occasion. Yeah, that's what I was doing for a while.
Launch successful.
Frameshift
Bon
drive
voyage.
charging.
Well, my system doesn't have a main port, technically. It has a port, but not a main. I'm trying to build up an asteroid base where it's actually usable. Last night, I got up to 49%. So it's close, but not
Engaged.
completely. Yeah. May have to tell gravity after a few more hiccups. I may have to.
Sorgan Peterson, Alpha
Take a nap
Romeo.
for a bit.
Welcome, Commander. Please
Yes.
restrict your speed when approaching the surface port. Access granted. Set down on landing pad 1-1. Automated docking approved.
Oh, believe me, I understand. I have two systems like that. I have one in the coal sector and the other in a Kane sector.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Docking restraints engaged.
Happen? Did we? Hmm. Oh, I understand. Trust me. Space trekking can be fun. It really can be. Man, it does get tiring after a bit. Yeah.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Hey, it's pretty good. My only regret is it's not 2,400 SEO, not or cargo,
Gear
not
retracted.
1,300.
Landing coupler disengaged. Make
If it
way
just
for
carried
automatic
900 more cargo, this thing would be damn near perfect.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2,
Yeah.
engage.
It's good beast of burden, really is. My only regret is it doesn't carry as much cargo as we thought it was. But you know, it's here, it's in game, it's taking its sweet time. But yeah.
Welcome, Commander. Remain aware of other ships in your vicinity. Docking request accepted. You are welcome to approach, Commander. Request accepted.
Yeah, and the good news is I'm in a system with reasonable security for the most part.
Landing gear deployed.
Thankfully. I've seen No Man's Sky. It's been busy. They've been busy with updates lately.
Docking complete. Engines shutting down. Welcome, Commander.
What's that? Who is this? Is that a YouTuber? No. Yeah. Oh, yeah, they've made some strides. You know, a lot of people said No Man's Sky was just gonna fade into the background of the dirt. When did that happen, guys? I don't remember seeing it do it. A lot of people though were convinced that No Man's Sky would just vanish into the ether.
Landing gear retracted.
Honestly, it's the little space game that could. All bit of it, yeah. They had a ton of setbacks at first and mispromises. Man, in the span of 10 years, they've actually recovered, from what I understand, their financial black hole and then some. So they become profitable. So we'll see.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm not sure if they're really profitable, but we'll see, Darks.
3, 2,
Side.
1. Engage.
I just lost interest in No Man's Sky after a while, but I don't know why.
Orbital flight engaged. Hull integrity compromised.
Dang it. Well, that sucked. Damaged my ship a little bit. Okay, I'm still here. I remember when No Man's Sky was the initial couple of patches, and people were like, "That's it?" You know, Dark Sign? I remember when people were like that, and they were like, "Is that it?"
Alpha Romeo Romeo.
It was so sad.
Commander, please restrict your speed when approaching the surface port.
I'm not saying gamers are greedy, but man, some of the opinions back then. Were just toxic.
Access granted. Adjust heading for approach to pad 15. Automated docking approved.
Oh yeah. I can't figure out who's greedier. Well, I'm gonna also say some developers are greedy and ungrateful. Some people, though, definitely do lodge legitimate complaints, but there are some bad corporations that also muck up the works. I'm not saying all of them are like that.
Shut down.
Oh no, there are some with some serious goodwill, but there are some companies that I would never work for the simple fact they treat their employees like garbage.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
But I definitely agree with you on the sentiment that some sets of gamers are definitely grubbier than others. There's definitely a disconnect. I remember 8-bit games.
Gear retracted.
Detach confirmed. You made a
I
positive
remember 8-bit games being the extent of technology. You remember how little you could do with 8 bits? To show a detailed description of how old I am, I remember 8 and 16-bit consoles and their extreme limitations. There's some games, even on the low end of the engine, today that would never work on a Super Nintendo or an N64 or any of those older consoles.
Clearance board perimeter. Flight control. Signing off.
Drive charging.
I think it's also a mid.
Welcome, Commander. Adherence to the speed limit is appreciated. Docking request accepted. A landing pad has been assigned to you, Commander.
Scan detected.
Request accepted.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking complete. Clamp engaged.
Okay, a great example of ungrateful, dark-sided is those guys that want capital ships in Star Citizen to remain single-player usable in the future. I mean, come on. Come on, guys. They're capital ships. They're not pleasure barges. Come on. Let's be real. Right? Don't fool yourself. They're never gonna totally satiate you. I stand by that comment too, chat. Sheesh. They shouldn't be rewarded for that. That thought.
Landing gear retracted.
At all.
Clamps disengaged. The launch underway.
Ari. And yeah, I know I misspelled sheesh. Pitball. There's a name I've not heard in a long time. How about Pong? Does anyone in this generation know what Pong is?
Frameshift drive.
I don't think they know.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I don't think many people know of what Pong is, or... I actually had somebody once ask me, what the hell is all the hype about Street Fighter? I looked at them like they'd grown a third head. I'm like, that's blasphemy. Didn't say it, but I'm like, ye shall be punished. Ye shall be punished. I don't even think anyone even remembers. My mom was born in 1962. I was born in 1985. So I was born pretty much in the middle of the second generation. NES, Sega. The big console wars Mark Uno.
Logan Peterson, Alpha Romeo Romeo. This is flight control. Please follow established docking procedures and request access before you approach the boat. Access granted. Set down on landing pad 1-6. Automated docking approved.
There's a lot of people that don't know what Pong was. It was one of the first commercially viable video games.
Landing gear deployed.
I used to play in arcades all the time too as a kid. Just different things. We used to play like, yeah, what was it? A bunch of stuff, really. Yeah. Used to play a lot of stuff. Rampage World Tour. Bunch of old arcade games. Nintendo had some fairly sizable investments in the arcades for a while that I can remember. It's been so long since I've thought about it. Might do one or two more pickups and then be like,
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
damn. Yeah, that's what they counted on. They counted on kids getting quarters from mom and dad to spend money on those quarter arcade machines. They still make money too. X-Men, yes. Which one? Children of the Atom? I think that's the one you're thinking of, yeah.
Oncoming traffic.
Probably. Probably Children of the Atom.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
For me, for a while, it was Soul Calibur 2 arcade and Soul Calibur and F-Zero AX, a racing game from Nintendo. It was during the GameCube era. That's about the time when the golden age of arcades really started the curtain, to draw up, sadly. Early 2000s and stuff. Kids today have no idea what an arcade is. They've heard the stories, but they've never seen an arcade before. Well, I won't say all of them haven't. There are some that have.
Welcome, Commander. I hope you are in good health. Docking request accepted. A landing pad has been assigned to you, Commander. Request accepted.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah. Was it the arcade version of the Genesis game, or was it a completely different arcade game? He didn't specify.
Docking confirmed. Clamp engaged. Hello, Commander. How may we assist you?
Hmm. It really is, huh? Yeah.
Landing gear retracted.
Clamp released. Ship departure confirmed.
All I'm gonna say is there are a lot of X-Men arcade games. But I don't know. I've never played them all.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, it is called. Okay, I gotcha. All good. Shifting.
Orbital flight engaged.
What is damn hot in this end of the house?
Sorgan Peterson, Alpha Romeo Romeo. This is an
Okay, I'll do it.
Port Commander. Please submit a request before landing. Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 03.
Let me
Automatic docking
see.
approved.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Landing successful. Docking restraints engaged.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yeah, I forgot to repair my ship. Oh, hush. There were several TMNT games. There was like TMNT 4 Turtles in Time. That was the best one for the Super Nintendo era. If you've ever heard of Turtles in Time or the Hyperstone Heist.
Welcome, Commander. This carrier is currently accepting docking request. Docking request accepted. You are welcome to approach, Commander.
Right. All right.
Scan detected.
Request accepted.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, those were some classic games, dude. There's no replacing them nowadays. None.
Docking confirmed. Ship has docked. Welcome to this carrier, Commander.
It's only 5 pickup. What? All right, hold on, chat. Yeah, a lot of those games were great. They're Dark Side. They're great games. Fun too. Some manufacturers are going back to those fun games. Those really fun, you know. I miss them too. Turtles in Time was a great game. Maybe not the best TMNT game, but dang, did it have replayability. a lot of I have to wonder, are they coming? There are a lot of people trying to revive arcades in a couple of ways. And there's a retro pub downtown that is an arcade place. I'm gonna have to tell my friend I'm super, super tired right now. Yeah, I miss those lovely places, dude. Sorry, you guys are just looking at open space. Let me see. Looks like I need. Let's see. How much is 12? Trying to see how many deliveries I have exactly of steel alone. 12. UN Squadron. I've heard of it, but I've never played it. 86? It's not 8. 6, looks like 6.5 loads left. Okay. Not as bad as I thought. UN Squadron's definitely a, it's a name that I know, but they were harder to read. Oh, they're at the corporate shopping mall arcade. Oh, oh, you poor man. That's pain. Much pain for you. Maybe so. No. So. Yes, 6. X. Keeps mattering. 5. There are 12 deliveries left after this of steel and titanium, and 14. So, right. Luckily, my partner has told me I only need to upload when I can of the desktop stuff. Well, no, the materials. So I've already done 5 loads. Thank goodness. My eyes were bobbing. Whew. But I will show you on Inara. Yeah, truancy, not a good look there, boss. But you tell me, but Axis, it's so much fun. No, bad dark side, bad. Truancy, bad. I mean, don't forget, I grew up in that era too. It's, yeah. Memories, my friend, memories. Good memories of times long gone that will never return. You know, I'm sure a lot of people in chat remember some of this stuff, because I know we do. For me, I would literally go to the local. We didn't have an arcade, but we had a local Mazzio's Pizza where we could, you know, we had a local Mazzio's Pizza that had a ton of arcade games in it. Back when there were actually game rooms in restaurants. Let's see. And at CC's, we had Area 51, the shooter. We had Cruisin' USA. We had, for a time, I want to say Street Fighter 2 Turbo, the World Warriors. Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, the World Warriors. You know, the Super Street Fighter 2 game. We had some good games roll through. It was definitely a fun experience. Cruising USA was great. Checkpoint! Sorry. I had to do that. I mean, it was addictive. And every time you get to hear checkpoint, yeah. Sorry. I probably ruined that memory for you. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah. So, before I ninja vanish here into the ether, apparently we have some wonderful, wonderful news. And I'm going to go over with everybody here in just a second. You live right beside the local arcade, literally just a small parking lot between my place and the small arcade with you and Squadron. What other games were in there? Did they have any Atari or Konami games? Yeah, like Gradius. Did they have Gradius? Like, the original Coin Up Gradius or Gradius 3? I mean, I have the shirt. Gradius 3. I have the Gradius 3 shirt. It's one of my streaming shirts now that lives in infamy. I hate that freaking game, but I love the artwork. You lived right beside it. Wow. That's insane, dude. By the way, how up to date are you on Star Citizen there, boss? Out of curiosity. We'll keep talking about arcade games, but I just wanted to ask, hypothetically, how up to date are you? Well, okay. There's been a lot of drastic updates. The Apollos are coming. Next patch. Both of them. Medvac, Triage. I own both of them. The Onyx facilities are getting even bigger. There's going to be the Science Wing, AI first-person turrets, and this is an interesting one, Dark-Sided. Enabling new missions to be discovered and added to journals when you approach or enter a designated area. So, like, one of a kind mission kind of things. This is kind of new. I mean, it's like the old mission system we had, but this is definitely different. You have the medvac. So you have the one I have, the white one. Yeah. I have the medvac as well. With the superior armor and the missile racks. Yep. So in other words, this guy. Yes. We get to get this ship. Yep. It's going to be different. I'm excited about this ship. But I'm also curious what it entails. There's no way this ship has two size 2 shields. No way. By the way, you're getting all the modules at once, Darkside. There's a caveat. It will not have the drones right away, but as a bonus, we're getting all these. Free of charge. The medvac, that is weird. You would think it'd be the other way around because the triage is the more advanced unit, right? I don't get that. I do think they're going to update the shields because these are 2 size 2s. There's no way it's a large, well, it's a fairly large ship. I guess we'll find out, though, Darkside. Yeah. Okay, so what else we got? We got... All of this, all cards have been set to release for 4.3. 4.31. So, okay. Let's see if there's any updates here. Oh, August 27th. Hang on. This was updated today. Anything new? Yeah, so do I. Okay, base building, if you notice, goes to November. This will probably go into next year. Even, okay, Darkside, you'll agree with me, even if this has a November release date with simple base building, and it won't, because base building doesn't even have all the parts yet, they would extend this further out for further interpretation. Hey, Squirrel Lord. Okay, so what else we got? Command module. Okay. Crafting. We have crafting units in game. Hey, Squirrel. These ASD locations. Have you run into these? Oh, I do. Funny you say that. I actually have lost a little bit. Funny you guys say that. I've lost about 12 pounds so far. I've lost 12 pounds so far. So we'll see where we go from here. I feel lighter already. Remember, that's a 12-pound bowling ball sheared off. But this crafting right here, even if it had a December release, they're going to keep iterating on it. Yep. Engineering, it will keep having further revisions. Yep, I appreciate you my guys. Now, here's the kicker, Darkside. I can talk about this. Are you ready for it from Evo? Want to hear? You guys want to hear something super juicy? Something that was a cut feature from earlier patches. Indeed, Darkside. 60 pounds? That's my target right now. To get down from 530 to somewhere around 450. See if I can keep going, you know? I don't know if you guys have heard, but this is an Evo right now. Right now, this is an Evo. FPS radar and scanning is in Evocati right now. This has been worked on for almost 3 years of iteration. Look at this timetable. 248 weeks, guys. 248. How long is that? Let's find out. How long is 248 weeks in years? Holy cow. That is 4.8 years they've been working on FPS radar and scanning. The number don't lie, folks. That's how long they've been working on FPS radar and scanning, chat. 4 3/4 years. That's a lot of work on one item. And it's finally in the ePTU. That's crazy to me. Right now. If you don't mind me asking. But yeah, Oh. Sorry. If you can't I was talking still about the FPS radar and scanning. That is still being worked on and iterated. However, there may be a test coming up of it probably pretty soon. So I'm hoping we soon get a radar test for the general public. That's going to fundamentally change the ground game. Come on. In addition to that, come on, stupid. There's an inventory rework still going on. And an item expiry. What else? Now, we do know this has been worked on. Nick's system and missions, yeah. Isn't it? Wow. What does this team mean? Character art and tech. Redacted creature. So what do we got here? We have several new things. Redacted mission giver, location mission giver, and creature. Nothing else really new. Transport refactor. Okay, where is our crossbow? And yeah. Oh. Right. You can kind of tell too, my face is less pointy outy, right? Or, bloated. I've got less bloat on my face. I look thinner, generally. I'm going to get a haircut too in a couple of days when I can. General clean, upkeeping, right? Kind of have to. Heavy utility armor. It is hard. And a lot of people get blinded by lack of progress. Hey, be lucky you have what you have, man. I have why I'm probably as heavy as I am now? Back injury. I have an L4 spinal injury. Back here, in my back. L4 is pretty low in the lumbar. It's not in a good spot. It's really painful to get up and move around. And also I have a herniated disc. And my dumb, stupid self did not get workers' compensation. So, but believe me when I say it, I was young, dumb, and naive. Yep. What's the court here? Ugh. Yeah, it will. The more I lose, the better. The more it'll heal. And the sooner I can get a, cortisone shot in my back. That'll make me feel so much better. Okay. So utility tunnels. How are they going to do this? Dark-sided, I want to know. How will they do this? Imperial Sports Federation. Does that mean Ball is real? Nick system, caster system. Less compression, yeah. Exactly. I really think this year has been somewhat of the most unexpected developments, period. Where's the last of I'm glad you care, Dark Side. A lot of people in my life growing up, they didn't really give a lot of good advice, I'll put it that way. Well, they did, but not helpful. helpful in the way that it would help me actually grow, you know? I mean, I think everybody who has a hard family life growing up needs a friend or at least a mentor to reach out to them and say, hey, man, it's okay. You know, not everybody has to be touchy feely, clingy, but you get what I'm saying, right? Of course you do. You understand. Not everybody is touchy feel. I had a very stern mentor growing up. And he was a stern man, but a very compassionate man. He told me my family's decisions were their own and to work on bettering myself. I took that to heart in later years, but I ignored it initially because I was convinced I was always the problem. Okay? But I only later realized how right he was. With age comes wisdom, vice versa, and so to speak. You know, I'll never forget his kindness. Probably long gone from this mortal coil by now. But yeah, he was a good man. Good person. By the way, hey, you overcame them and you prospered. Exactly. Exactly. That is good. You took the lesson and you learned it. Well done, sir. Well done. I'm going to read off what you just said to the rest, to everybody else in other channels if they can't read it. It says Darksided was the youngest of four. Their family was toxic and abusive, but it didn't define or defeat you. It made you stronger and let me know what not to be. I applaud you for your courage. A lot of people, they slink back into that when they get older, but not you. You matured and prospered, didn't you? By the way, check this out. It's in game. Looky, looky. I found something sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. Somebody took picture. Somebody spotted this. So it has pinstriping now. Okay. Very interesting. I like that. Yes. Okay, so this is the medvac. Okay. So here's the triage. It does look good. This muted red kind of anodized finish looks good too. Now I'm going to flip back and forth. Do you see any noticeable differences? There probably are some differences. Okay, right here. This right here. This is more missiles. So here's one rack. So there's the missile racks. They're bespoke in the skin of the ship. So, does that mean they fire up like this? It looks good. Oh, what is this? Is this an airlock or a sensor? What do you think, Darkside? Airlock or sensor dome? Also, the window. Look here. This window is kind of bronzed. This one's clear. It does look like a hatch, doesn't it? So we have... Oh, this is a window. Okay, yeah, see, it's a window. All the way through. This is a window here. Very big one. It's a pretty ship. Also, the bearing guns are getting reworked to look at. Yeah. That was in my Discord. Sorry about that. So let's pull up what's on the medical for the just a second. How do you get in this ship? Okay, here's the internals, which I doubt have changed very much. So, okay, we have components. This is like in the atrium. Ramp entry. Well, it is a hospital. Okay, Darkside, a lot of people aren't going to like this comment. They're not going to like this comment at all. Want to hear me? Want to hear what I'm about to say? In a hospital, typically you only have one way in, one way out. Why? Contaminants. A hospital environment or clean room, like patient rooms or operating or anything like that, is going to be hermetically sealed from the rest of the hospital to prevent infections. I know this because my mom works in the medical field, and she tells me a lot of stuff about, the day-to-day and the ins and outs of hospital stuff working. So the fact that the Apollo only has a ramp entry and not a side, it might have a side entry, it might, but I don't see one on the internals at all. So there are some slight differences. Those missiles that we saw are somewhere. Wow, they really changed the colors. Okay, this is a radome. Look up here. Scanning systems. It's a radar. This is a medical radar up here. So that is a radome. Okay, so that mystery is solved. So what do you think so far, dude? Oh, fun theory. I have a fun theory on several medical color schemes. We could get a teal and white, red and white, and probably an orange and white IMSA colors. What do you think of those? Teal and white, red and white, and orange and white for color scheme for the Apollo. Why is that important? They're typically medical covers for ambulatory vehicles. Like, let me see. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's likely a sensor. So we have blue and white for a color scheme, red and white, yellow and red for Switzerland. Yellow and white and green from Korea. I wonder which ones they'll use for paint schemes. The traditional orange, blue, and white for American ambulances. See, this, okay. The Medvac, this guy, this color scheme is close to the OG American ambulance. Yeah, the base look does make sense. I like its base look too. We'll just have to see how crummy the paints are. They might have a dark blue, which I'd be cool with. Like a cobalt blue. But not the color scheme, of the... Oh, Lord, what is it? Now, they had an Auver skin. Like, this skin switches out with the base triage. That'd be nice, right? I think these two are going to be skins, red and white and black and white. Also, while we're on the subject of skins, oh, not this. While we're on the subject of skins, what paint jobs do you think this guy will have? I can see a grayscale camo for the Perseus. I can also see a whitish, maybe a tan color, because there's a lot of tanks that are tan colored. Maybe an all gray colored Perseus. I don't know, dude. I mean, the Perseus is kind of an odd shape, kind of a weird looking ship. I could see a bunch of paints for this guy too. Don't forget, he's supposed to be out end of year too. Yeah, I agree. I want them as long as they look good. There's been some I've skipped because they're just honestly ugly. You know? I mean, really ugly. Hmm. Oh, wow. Yet another reason why to lose weight. Want to hear? Somebody who is 5 years younger than me, 3 years younger than me, just passed away at 500 pounds. And I'm losing weight, dude. 37-year-old from my 1,000-pound life just passed away, dark side. That is very encouraging people to lose some weight. Yep. Yeah, It makes matters worse. My car is having issues right now. So. Kind of marooned right now.
Mm.
Man. I really hope at some point. Oh, hey, I agree. I don't even have kids, but I'd like to have them someday. I wish I could have kids right now, but the way I am right now, no. Oh. Huh? Stop that. Well, the Gladiator will be receiving its first blessing from Lord Chris, Dark Side, at last. The the results are in, chat. Almost. Well, here in a few hours. Hopefully the Gladiator gets his skin. I mean, I'm just saying. Come on. Plutonium. Oops. Yeah, motivation's the stuff of life, dude. Banshee. Aura. Centauri. Cathcart. Kano. Ooh, okay. Kano. Prohibited. How do they do that? Sorry, I'm reading off stuff. There were a lot of system updates today. Idris system. Pharaon. Hmm. Interesting. Well, sorry I'm being so quiet, dude. Just don't feel like talking too much today. Also, I'm dealing with some car issues. I don't know at all how I'm gonna fix. Mm. Yep. Good. Oh. Come on. Okay, my mouse is completely quit working. Hmm. Chat, I might have to get off here in a bit because sadly the real world dictates that I have to get my car fixed. The engine this last night was seizing up and I wasn't able to go anywhere. So, yeah. Fun stuff. Really fun stuff. I don't even want to go anywhere, but I have to. Who am I following? Probably nobody. Very good, Celine. Start raid. Raid a friend. Celine Star Dragon. He's a really good friend. Go give them a follow. Tell them Max has sent you. I'll see y'all later. Hustle away, go.